Hello and welcome to American English for English Learners. I'm so glad you're here. In today's lesson, we'll take another step toward improving your English skills with practical examples and easy-to-follow explanations. Let's get started.
All right, let's talk about something that trips up so many English learners, the simple past versus the present perfect. If you've ever found yourself staring at a sentence, wondering which one to use, you are in exactly the right place.
Okay, let's just jump right in with a perfect example. I saw that movie. I have seen that movie. I mean, they look almost identical, right? But here's the thing. They mean totally different things. And by the end of this, you're going to know exactly why and which one to pick every single time.
So what is the big secret? Well, honestly, it all boils down to just one thing: how we're thinking about time. Is the moment finished and in the past, or does it have some kind of connection to right now? That one idea, that's the key to everything.
This slide is a fantastic way to picture it. Think of the simple past like a little closed box. The action happened, it's done, and we've put the lid on it, it's sealed in the past. But the present perfect, that's more like a bridge. The action started back there, in the past, but it stretches all the way to connect with us, right here in the present.
All right, let's meet our first character in this story, the simple past. This is your go-to tense, your best friend for telling stories about things that are completely, 100% over and done with. It's the tense of finished history. So how do we actually make it? Well, the good news is it's pretty simple. For most verbs, you just tack on an ed. Easy. Of course, you've got your irregular verbs, went, ate, saw, that you just have to memorize. And when you want to make it negative or ask a question, you just call in our little helper, did. It's reliable, it's straightforward. And here's the real trick. You've got to look for the clues. These words are like giant flashing signs. Anytime you see stuff like yesterday, last year, a specific date like in 2019, or when I was a kid, your brain should just scream, finish time, simple past. Okay, now for our second character, the present perfect. Now this one's a little more mysterious, a little more complex, but it is so incredibly useful for talking about things like life experiences, current results, and situations that are actually still going on. Now, to keep this from feeling overwhelming, we're just going to break the present perfect down into its three main jobs. We'll take a look at each one by one. That way, it's not some big, confusing monster of a rule, but just three clear, manageable ideas. So, first up, repeated actions. Let's take this example. I visited New York 3 times. Now, when did I go? We have no idea. And you know what? It doesn't matter. The whole point of the sentence is the experience itself, the fact that this is part of my life story up until today.
Next, let's talk duration with for and since. A classic point of confusion. But it's actually really simple. Just remember, for is used for a period of time, like a block of time. 5 years, 10 minutes, 2 weeks. Since, on the other hand, is for a starting point. It's a specific moment when things began. Since 2019, since Monday. One measures a duration, the other marks a beginning.
And that brings us to its third big job, talking about a past action that has a result right now. When we say she's found a new apartment, we're not focused on when she found it. The result, the important thing now, is that she has a place to live. The past action directly affects the present situation.
All right, you've met the characters. Now it's time for the main event. Let's put these two tenses head-to-head in a direct showdown. This is where all those little pieces are going to click into place.
Seriously, this table is your new best friend. Look at how clear the split is. For time, we've got finished versus unfinished. For use, we've got stories versus experience. And the examples just nail it. We moved last year. That's a finished event in my life story. But we've moved to a bigger place. That tells you about my situation now. The result is that we currently live in a bigger place.
Okay, let's really zoom in on this. The only difference between these two sentences is one tiny word, yesterday. The second you add a finished time word, you lock it in the past. You have to use the simple past. But take that word away, now you're just talking about your general life experience. It's something that's true about your life, so you use the present perfect. It's really that sensitive.
This one is so good for showing the difference. If I say, we lived in Boston, what does that tell you? It tells you we don't live there anymore. That chapter of our life is closed, it's over. But
if I say we've lived in Boston since 2015, that means we started living there in 2015, and guess what? We still live there now. That's that bridge connecting the past to the present.
Okay, we've gone through the rules. Now let's look at some of the most common mistakes people make. And don't worry, everyone makes them. Seeing them laid out like this will really help you spot them, and more importantly, fix them.
Let's just walk through these. That first one, "I've seen her yesterday," is a classic clash. The present perfect wants a connection to now, but yesterday is a finished time. They can't go together. You need the simple past, "I saw." The next one mixes up since and for. 5 years is a period of time, a duration, so it needs for. And for the last one, 2019 is a specific starting point, so it needs since. See? It all goes back to those core rules.
All right, I've done enough talking. It is your turn. Let's do a super quick challenge and see how well these ideas are sticking. I'll give you a sentence, you fill in the blank. Ready?
Okay, first one up. We blank the movie last night. The verb is watch. Take a second, look for the big clue in that sentence. What do you think?
And the answer is watched. Perfect. Why? Because you spotted it, didn't you? That phrase, last night. It slams the door on the present. The time is finished, the box is closed, so we need the simple past. Nicely done. Ready for round 2? Let's do it. She blank here since 2021. The verb is work. Now what's that little word since telling you to do? And the answer is, has worked. Exactly right. That word since creates the bridge. It tells us the action started back in 2021 and is still happening now. A connection to the present means present perfect. You're getting the hang of this.
Okay, we have covered a ton of ground today, but if you only remember one single thing from all of this, please let it be this next idea.
This is it. This is the whole game, right here. Every time you're stuck, every time you're not sure, just stop and ask yourself this one question. Is the time finished, or is there a connection to now? If it's finished, use the simple past. If there's a connection to now, use the present perfect. If you can master that one question, you will master these tenses. Thanks so much for tuning in.
If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, share, and hit the bell icon for more. Don't miss out on our next video. Want to master American English? Find amazing book links in the channel description. Thanks for your support.